Welcome back everyone to Modded Minecraft 1.7. Well, kind of. This is my dev environment, and ever since I looked into fixing that bug that I had with throwing the Chaos Ore in the Infernal Furnace, I got kind of curious after reading some of the code for the Thaumcraft API, and I've actually been messing around with it, and I think I can actually make use of it pretty easily. I don't know exactly what the right way to do it is. I think you're just supposed to kind of drop the API code right in with your mod and redistribute it. I'll have to double check on that. But as you can see, I've got it so that it is dropping shards from the Infernal Furnace when you cook the gems, which you can now smelt in a furnace. I don't know why I didn't do that a long time ago. And Chaos Ore, I've also done something similar. I added a shard for it, which doesn't have any localization or texture yet. And if you drop the Chaos Ore in there, you'll get these in addition to this. And I actually need to check to make sure that the Chaos Essence per ore config option is being respected here, or if there's any way to do that. Nice, it looks like it is actually respecting the smelting recipe that I'm adding, which makes sense now that I really think about it. So I changed the config option to 2 per ore. That changes the recipe when the game loads up, and the Infernal Furnace respects that change. And I'm wondering if it affects the bonus at all. I'm kind of curious. It's very random, so it's kind of hard to say for sure. I'm going to say the bonus is probably the same, because it looks like the bonus items are significantly more abundant than the regular items. Nice. So I guess something else I could do is consider adding like aspects to my items, like when you scan them. And it'd be kind of nice if it showed your the aspects of items when you're in creative mode, so you don't have to scan them, because that kind of locks in the research you get for them. I think maybe there's some way to reset that with a command. I know there's a Thaumcraft command which I've used to give myself research before in this, I think it was in this test world. You can give research or research points. Huh. Alright, well, I think this is good enough for now. I'll come back whenever I come up with something interesting. And we're back in my 1.7 world, where I've been working on something over here. So the ideal is to have chickens in here, kind of like what we have over there. And then, whenever we need a big bunch of life points, we will have some water streams come out here somewhere. Push the chickens into here, and I guess I'll have to have a piston door to hold off this arcane levitator here. The chickens will go up, get caught in the water stream, go along here, and fall into our little trap, where they will await being killed by the Dagger of Sacrifice, which just sounds horrible. So I've already built part of this structure already, and I need a ladder. There we go. So I kind of wanted to have, what are they called, the paving stones of warding, but I'm having a hard time finding Ignis, and yeah, I've only found like one node that has Ignis in it. There are probably a ton of them in the Nether, now that I think about it. But this thing looks pretty good, I would say. That part looks out of place. The reason I didn't use marble here was because you cannot put the chisel slabs upside down. probably because their metadata is being used for something else. Alright, so now we need pistons here. And I guess we could put them right here. Just like that. Put some blocks in front of them. It's not very pretty, but it'll get the job done. Maybe have some blocks there. And let's just see what a water stream looks like here. Okay, and what if we have another water stream? Still kind of getting used to using the air sigil here. Okay, so if I were a chicken, I'd do something like this, kind of go to the middle, get piped into there, and even if I was in this corner, I still end up going to the right spot. So we're probably going to need dispensers with water buckets. So let's go ahead and make a couple more buckets here. And I've got some of my resources here compressed into blocks now to save space. Alright, and probably should have gone ahead and made the dispensers. We will need 3 of them. 2 for water, 1 for eggs. So to do that we need bows. And 2 of these per string, so 6 for a bow. Need 18. And a few more sticks. And the fire sound is coming from a crucible. I have it with netherrack and a fire, and so far as it has not ignited any part of my house. I don't know if I mentioned it, but the reason I'm using an axe instead of a sword is just to make it easier to work with wood. That's one less tool I have to carry around. An axe is almost as good as a sword, only downside is it has 1 less attack damage, I think, and maybe 2, I'm not sure, and you can't block with it. So we're going to want a dispenser in these 2 corners. And then the egg throwing dispenser, where should we put that? Maybe here. If that's the case, we probably need to beef this up a little bit here. How does that look? It's alright. We'll probably get away with 1 less block. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have the Familiars mod this time around. I decided to play it safe and leave the mod that I didn't really know as much about out, although I don't think it was causing any problems. Okay, so we're going to need something to control these pistons, so a repeater on top of that block should do the job. And we're going to need to have a place to do all the controls here. And we're going to need another one of those redstone clocks. And it just becomes nighttime so quickly. Oh, still in cheat mode. I was spawning in a couple things just to test them out. Like the conveyors. Or whatever they were called. Conveyor belts. I forget. They're from Extra Utilities, I think. Okay, repeater goes here. 1 tick delay is fine. Let's put the lever right there. That should control both of the pistons. Yep. And kind of hate how the pistons show, but we're not going to be seeing this room that often anyway. So it really doesn't matter. Right, and chisel a bit more marble here. So we're going to need redstone to activate these dispensers here. Let's see, I don't think something like this will work. Oh, that's getting power from the lever. That's not good. So we want a shovel. Shovel's too good. Okay. That should work. So now we can put a button here. And that should have activated the water. There we go. Press again. And I can move these controls somewhere else later on if I want to. And no more water. Alright, so let's go grab a few stacks of eggs so we can fill up the chicken pen, I guess. Sure, we got quite a few eggs. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I wanted to grab 9 stacks to fill up the dispenser completely, but I don't have that much space. Not getting very lucky. Oh, there's one, finally. Okay, let's get a few more stacks of eggs here. You know what we should do is have a button to control both the piston door and the water. That would be smart. It would require me to build a T flip-flop though, and I would have to look up how to do that exactly. I don't know if baby animals give any life points when killed. I would assume not. But they might. Alright, so I think I've shown enough of this for now. When I was testing it earlier, I did give myself like a few spawn chickens just to kind of test out the system. And one of them did kind of get through that gap there where the redstone is. So, not sure what exactly I can do about that. Let's go ahead and remove this pillar. I'm not using it. That's not where I want it to be. Okay, so hopefully not many of them will glitch into the walls and die, but there's a good chance it will happen. That's how animals go. I was kind of thinking the greatwood saplings need to be planted in a 2x2 since they're a 2x2 tree, but I just placed 2 saplings over there after chopping down a tree, and we've got 2. So, greatwood is easy to get, unlike silverwood. So, I want to make the next blood orb which is called the Magician's Blood Orb, which requires a block of gold and 25,000 life points. We've done this before, and I will remind you that the altar only holds 10,000, and you cannot upgrade it until you get the Magician's Blood Orb. So I think what we're gonna do, good going, chicken. We are going to wait for these chicks to hatch, and also gonna make this setup a bit smarter. I'm gonna build a T flip-flop to control the doors, as well as the dispensers with the push of the button. So we're gonna put a T flip-flop like back here, and I probably should have brought up a picture of that before I started recording. Okay, I believe I've got everything I need. I'm going to be trying a design for a T flip-flop I just looked up online. It's quite a bit simpler than what I've used in the past. And can we take care of those creepers so they don't ruin our day? There we go. Oh, hi, skeleton. I'm a terrible shot. Okay, so, sorry about the chickens. So, let's see. Redstone only travels like 15 blocks, right? So... probably want the button on this side, so... I don't know. Well, I will figure it out momentarily, and if I need an extra repeater, I can just make one. So we're going to want 3 droppers to create kind of a loop. And another dropper like that, I think. Hopper here. Then any item, I think just one. And then a comparator and a repeater. Alright, and now we just need to run the redstone. Oh, that's not quite where I need it to go. Why is that still on? Oh. What? I don't know how a chicken died, but it did. There we go. So now, if we were to power this setup, I'll just borrow this button. I think right here. Ah, it works. Nice. And I killed a chicken again. Great. Right, so now we need... let's remove this block, replace that with redstone. And... what am I doing? I have a shovel. I should learn to use it. So let's just put the button on here. Okay, well that turned on the water apparently. Wait, is that not moving the chickens? Oh, I think I need these dispensers like one more block into the wall or something. Yeah. I think we probably will need a repeater here. Oh, we might be able to get away. Oh yeah, I think that was just about long enough. Oh, these chickens still aren't doing what they're supposed to. It's like they don't even care about the water. I wonder if an adult chicken will get pushed by the water. That's not how you spell chicken. Just give myself 2. Why did the doors not close? Okay, well, it looks like the adults do get pushed, but the babies don't for some odd reason. Oops. That's not what I intended to do. I was wanting to reset the doors. What? Okay, something weird is going on here. Let's make a repeater. So if I were to push this button, water turns on, door closes. Push it again. Same thing. Way to go, chickens. Nice one, chicken. Ah, chickens. Okay, let's reset the doors again. And try this once more. Doors open, water goes on. Got a slight problem right there. Water's not going all the way. I guess I could steal one of these conveyors. That should fix the problem. And now, door still does not close. Why do you do that? Sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, I believe I've got a far more reliable design here. It's a pretty nice design. It's a little bit long, but it's even a tileable design if you need multiple flip-flops. Basically, you just got a regular block here that the redstone goes into, then a repeater to pull that out and push it into another block, which is on top of a sticky piston. This will limit the length of the pulse to 1 tick as the piston lifts the block up here and cuts the redstone signal. This one will pull the signal out of the block for the 1 tick that it's there, push this sticky piston for 1 tick, and whenever you do that with a sticky piston, it will leave the block behind when it retracts. So if the redstone block was here, the T flip-flop is off. And then when you activate it, the block will get pushed forward and be left here. You activate it again, it'll get moved back. And this seems to work 100% now. And I realized that the levitator lift was a bit too short for chickens. They were all just kind of hanging out 1 block below the water, so I just put an extra water source block below it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a few chickens because I lost them all to stupidity. How about 16? So just give myself a bunch of chickens here. Oh, one of them's a baby. Alright, let's test it out. Oh, by the way, I'm calling this contraption the chicken faucet because it kind of looks like a giant faucet. Okay, this is not working out so well. Who's dying? Oh, the chick died. Okay, we could probably stand some improvements here, but what are you doing, chicken? Go! Gonna have to mess around a bit to get this perfect. Looks like this spot is working okay. Ouch. Alright, and the chickens are now all stuck on the blood altar, ready to be sacrificed. And there's an egg in the altar now. Wonderful. Because that's just what I needed in my altar. An egg. Alright, well, I'm going to get ready to do that Magician's Blood Orb. Well, all I really need to do is grab the Dagger of Sacrifice and the Sacrificial Knife. Got them mixed up for a second. Alright, is this gonna work without any kind of regen? Well, I honestly don't know. But we're gonna try it. I forgot the divination sigil. No. Wow, it drained fast. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Wow, that was terrible. I hate you, chickens. Alright, well, we're either going to need a lot more chickens. Actually, they give like 250 each, and we need 25,000, so that would be 100 chickens. Yeah, we're either going to need a lot of chickens or regen. So, these chickens, they just get eggs on everything. Look at that. Well, unfortunately, we didn't really get our Magician's Blood Orb, and our plan backfired a bit because I didn't crunch the numbers. But I'm trying to build up an egg supply over here, so maybe we can get a good number of chickens over there to sacrifice, and might actually be better to get some kind of regen going. Could probably still make the Fallen Kanade, I don't know. Need to get a hopper hog or something over here as well. I don't care, chickens. Go ahead and run around and be stupid. I've actually spent the entire day pretty much working on my mod, and I've got a cool new toy to show off in the next episode. And yes, I'm going to leave this episode in suspense as to what it is. Well, I guess it's nothing too fantastic, but we'll see it next time. Alright, so thank you for watching this video. If it was interesting, don't forget to subscribe for more, and leave a like if you enjoyed this one. And comments are appreciated as well, and I will see you next time.